Hi guys. Okay, so this may be a little bit long, but I'm gonna try to keep it to one part. Okay, so I told someone that I would do this. I am going to show you guys how I make an amulet or talisman. Okay, so it's the same process really. It's just based off of the intent that you're using. Alright, so I may pause it at certain points just so I can skip forward a little bit in what I'm doing. Alright, so first thing that you want to do, okay, is like pick something that you're going to have with you all the time, right? So, like I wear these bracelets all the time. I have necklaces that I literally never take off. Just anything you're going to carry with you. Jewelry is just easier. It can be literally anything. It can be a pair of earrings that you just don't take out. Doesn't matter, okay? So, if it's got certain crystals in it, that can be helpful if you're going for certain things, right? Like, my one that's for, like, psychic protection, it's amethyst and obsidian, right? So, both of those are aligned with that. But it doesn't have to be. So, this is what we're going to do, okay? So, first thing you're going to do, I did a video, step by step, very slowly, where I explained how I make sigils. You can go find that video. It's also posted on the account. I'm going to go over it like quickly, but we're not going to get like as deep into the step by step as I did before. Alright, so first thing you want to do is you want to come up with your like sentence. Of course, this is backwards. Okay, so our sentence, hold on a second. Okay, I was going to try to flip it, but apparently that's not an option. So, anyways, alright, so they're just backwards. Sorry. So, you have your sentence, right? Write your sentences for your spell work in present tense, not future, right? You don't want to say, like, this will do this, or, you know, anything like that, like you're saying it's going to happen in the future. It has already happened. You're commanding this into being. Alright, so... like this one sentence on this one is, I'm protected from all psychic and spiritual attack, right? So, I misspelled that. Anyways, okay, so then you're going to go through, let me do this with this one. So then you're going to go through, I'm sorry, it's backwards, okay? And you're going to write down all of the consonants, okay? You just mark out each of the vowels, okay? So I'm going to, hold on. Okay, so you've gone through and you've marked out all of the repeating letters, okay? So everything is just on here once. You're going to write down those letters that are left over, okay? Oh, I'm sorry. No, go down here, sorry. So anyway, the letters that are left over, right? It's easier if you can fit them in one straight line. This is just a really small piece of paper. Okay, so then once you've done that, you're going to write your little codex thing here, okay? So 1 through 8. And then under each one, you're going to write the alphabet just all the way across. Don't skip the vowels. Put them in there, okay? So, it's going to look like that. Okay? So then, once you've done that, you're going to write down the corresponding number for each letter. Okay, so the number for each letter, okay? Sorry, it's backwards. The other video, they're not backwards. Okay, next thing you're going to do is you're going to combine all of the numbers that are repeating. Okay, when you start out doing this, it's not going to look like this. There's going to be a lot of individually adding these numbers, and that's fine. Okay, be patient with yourself. This is a hard concept to kind of grasp initially for most people, including myself. Once you get good at it, like, I have this memorized. I know what each of the letters correspond with. That's because I do it all the time. But eventually you'll be able to cut out steps, but don't try to rush into that. Okay, it's going to take a little bit. Alright, so anyways, you want to add each of the numbers, right? So if you're adding, like obviously the 4s just equal 8, right? But if you're adding like the 8 plus the 8, you're getting like 16, right? Okay, you're getting 16. This is so much harder with this backwards. Okay, so with the 16, you want to add the 1 plus the 6, okay, because you just want one number. These numbers need to be below 9, okay, no bigger than 8. So that's going to mean that you can't add certain things together. Like you can't add 3 plus 3 plus 3, right? You'd have to add 3 plus 3, which would be 6, and then you have to put the 3 down separately, okay? So this makes sense if you go watch the other video, right? I don't want to get too in-depth with explaining all the caveats of this because that's not the point of this video, right? So point is, once you use the codex and you create the sigil, which I'm going to skip ahead and do that, and then I'll show you what it looks like. So hold on. Okay, so I'm going to tell you how to do this part, and then I'll go to show you what it looks like. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to write the numbers 1 through 8 in a circle. The easiest way that this is going to work is if you put the numbers across from each other. Okay, so 1 and then 2, wait, where's 3? I'm on backwards here. 3 and then 4, 5 is up here, 6 is here. You get my point, okay? So hold on, then you're just going to go from like the number that you have, which for this one is 8731. Okay, so you're going to go like 8 to 7, 3, I think it's the 3. No, sorry. 8 to 7, 3, 1, right? And you're going to get that base picture. So hold on. Okay, this is the base picture, right? So then you want to add some like little, embellishments where it make it look pretty. Okay, so you could use the sigil, but they're going to work better for you if you make it yourself, right? So this is what it looks like, okay? So next step is turning this into your spell, right? To put that magic on the object. You can use it with this, you don't have to take it off this paper or erase the numbers, just leave it. Also, do this with pencil. Do this with pencil. Okay, so you're going to take this, right? First thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to charge this, right? So we're going to put it in our hand. This is going to end up being 2 parts, I can tell. So you're going to put it in your hand. And this is going to require visualization, okay? If you're already psychic enough to be able to see energy, this is probably going to be easier. But if not, it's okay. You can still do it, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to focus on, like, what you're feeling with your hands, okay? So, like, the physical sensation, what's the temperature, like, what are your fingers feeling like, that kind of thing, right? So focus on, like, drawing all of your attention to your hands. Then you're going to visualize whatever color comes to your mind first whenever you imagine this energy kind of developing in your hands, okay? So whatever color it is, like, that's what color it is. It's usually the first thing that pops in your head. So you're going to imagine that that energy, that, like, color coming out of your hands, okay, and going into this, all right? So you can sort of imagine, sometimes I imagine it like tracing it, which you could do it with your finger if you want to, but tracing it basically until this symbol is like glowing in your mind. If you can see energy, that's going to be easier. If you can't see energy, visualize, okay? And then when it kind of feels right, or if it's glowing bright enough, depending on if you can see it, then you're going to kind of keep this in this hand, okay? Take your thing that you're wanting to charge with that, right? Put it on top. Now, you're going to focus on moving the energy from your hand through the sigil, lighting up the sigil, and then going into this object, right? Creating this little, like, bubble. And you're going to think about the sentence, the intent, right? Because that's what we're putting in here. Okay, hold on. There's going to be part 2.